Hey everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to 2021. Do you feel different? Does it feel like a whole new space? No? Is it still the same world? Hope it's still the same earth, but let's start to get ready to be greeting a new us. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our home yoga practice live. I'm in my home, check. Ready to practice, check. I'm alive. I'm also really goofy. So if you're new here, come on in and feel free to write in the comments that you're here. I love to have salutations and greetings and take the benefit of us having one-on-one and some interactive space as much as we can. Take advantage. I think that's the words I'm looking for. Home yoga practice is about developing our practice at home. I know that this is the first practice of the year for many of us, so I want to take it with a little light heart, still keeping things simple and safe. If you're interested in learning more about home yoga practice, please go to our website at justbeyoga.com and go into the practice area. And we talk a lot about how to develop a yoga plan, how to come up with the amount of time you want to dedicate, and how then do you start to structure it and build a space that works for you. Developing a home yoga practice is probably one of the most intimidating, scary, difficult, and yet ultimately so rewarding to do at home because it makes it yours. You're doing it for what feels solidifying for you, what feels like you're growing in your strength, what feels like it's growing in your fluidity and flexibility. Yeah. So welcome. Hello, hello. Good New Year morning to you too, Roxanne. All right, everybody, we are going to get started today just in a standing space. And you know what? I'm not going to play anything. So if you, I mean music. So play something in your environment if you wish, or enjoy the silence and quietude. Ultimately, we do want to find a comfort within the quiet inside of ourselves, which, can be really terrifying for a lot of us. But some of us do not want to go in there, right? Don't go into your mind by yourself, treat it like a bad neighborhood. But you might want to create a nice ambiance or the energy that you need. Alrighty. Welcome once again. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga, and this is our home yoga practice live on Friday, January 1, 2021. Let's come to standing at the top of our mat. Your feet could be together or apart. And let's just loosen up. Okay, so if you want to shake it out. And I just like to be able to have some levity and some nice relaxed no pressure zone where we let go of maybe a preconceived notion of what we're doing on our mat, why we're here, and start to set that thought of, why am I here? And let's not let it be a performance evaluation. Let it be, what do you want to feel? Just today. You don't even have to make it for the whole year. No pressure on poor 2021, right? Poor 2021 just got born, and there's a whole globe of people sending all of these intentions and aspirations going, I need you to give me this and be this for me. And poor 2021 is like, man, what did 2020 do to you? All right, so let's keep it simple. And I wanted us to practice today, or what I would share, are just ways that we can make ourselves explore new things in new ways. So I'm going to spread my toes. I'm going to lighten my pressure in my feet. So I'm going to try not to be stamping down in them. I'm not going to lock the knees. I'm going to keep them soft. I've got my feet apart, as some of you see. Okay, so I'm not locking the knees back. Got it nice and soft. I'm going to just start with some gentle hip rotations. Now, when I say gentle, I mean it, okay? So if you have any hip issues or any knee issues, maybe don't go to a really big swath, especially if you're starting to notice that your knees or the sides of the knees are starting to feel some pressure. Can we let ourselves just explore, what am I feeling in my thighs, my sides, my waist, my spine, my organs as we go through this? How does my breath want to go as I go through this? Let's change direction. So now I'm going to change direction. Oh, and actually I'm feeling a little tension in the front of this hip. And I'm not calling that out as a way of us analyzing something that's wrong. Instead, I'm just getting to know, like nice introduction to different body parts that showed up for a party. So front right hip showed up for the party today. And it's saying, hey, I might need some tiger balm at the end of this. All right. And then we'll settle into our space here. I'm going to breathe in and lengthen upward and just work the shoulders up and down, just saying hello. And now I'm going to twist. Choose whatever direction. Now notice I've twisted here on purpose, and I took my hips with me. Now I'm going to try to bring the hips back forward and let the twist kind of find its own stopping point. And I'm noticing, oh, where is the tension in the stopping point? It's actually under this shoulder blade. Breath in. Just here to feel, not even to analyze, just getting to know. So now left shoulder blade has showed up for the party. And I'm going to breathe in and exhale, twist. So when you're in our home practice, now I'm going to work these hips again. Maybe just let it be. I'm going to show up on my mat, and as though I showed up in a party, and I walked around the room, and I introduced myself to different body parts, and I let them introduce themselves to me as we moved into different shapes, almost like a little square dance or something. And then breathe in and come on back up. And that's just letting me know, hey, how do you like to move? What's going on with you today? And come on forward. Now I'm going to keep those knees soft. I'm not saying that we won't straighten the legs eventually, but we're going to ease our way in. And then let's maybe start to pedal the heels up and down, or just alternate bending left knee and right, like warming up the fibers in our tissues, not forcing them. And many times, like I know I had to learn in my yoga practice to not be forcing my body to do something. And unfortunately, years of different sports trainings, different martial arts trainings, I have gotten it into my mind that my job is to make my body comply. And yoga is the opposite. We're here to comply with what the body says to us. Yeah, and that's a whole different relationship. And we might resist that for a few years and be like, nope, I'm going to still do it. I am in charge of my mind. I'm going to roll my spine up. Good. So maybe that's your new you. Maybe that's how you will treat yourselves this morning. Happy New Year. Yeah, poor 2021. There's just so much that we're expecting of it. Victoria, good to see you, friend. All right, let's breathe in. Exhale, split. Inhale, exhale, split. So now you can just start to do these over and over on your own at home. If you're looking for ways to build a sequence, it's a great way to start to lubricate, or just say hello. Now, as you speed it up, though, what's going on in your hips? Remember that we're here to listen to what our bodies want to tell us. We're not here to be in charge of a damn thing. Yep, I said it. Breathe in. Let's lengthen upward. Exhale, taking it forward. Maybe pedal those heels up and down. Now, some of you might want to widen your legs to make a little room for your tummies. Some of you might want to start to bring the legs a little closer together if the backs of the legs are warming up and it doesn't feel so tight anymore. Good. Let's lift the chest up halfway. Let's keep the knees bent. Exhale, release it down. I'm going to bring my hands to the floor, step the right foot back. Look at your left knee. Don't let it go past your heel. Back foot flat. So really firmly down. Point the toes to the front right corner of the mat. All right. Some of you want to work this hip alignment if you know what that means. Otherwise, let's all come up. If you have balance, maybe straighten and bend. Just see what's going on. What are the areas of the body that are talking? The front of my right hip right here is what's talking with me. My right knee actually did too, so I'm bending it. I was locking that knee, so I don't want to lock it so that it doesn't yell at me anymore, because I don't like it when it's yelling at me. Breathe in. This is warrior one, and then maybe split it open. Now, if your shoulders are starting to get mad, maybe just keep your hands to prayer. That's a great way to just start to relax the arms, not put so much pressure on those joints. Bringing it back up and hands down. Feel the floor. Now notice how you bring the right foot up. Try not to use momentum and shove off with that right leg. Let's just stand in the left leg to bring the right leg up. And we'll see how the left leg enjoyed that experience. And the left leg could be like, I didn't like it at all. Who knows? Breathe in, half flat back. Exhale, let the upper body hang. Breath in. Can you relax your tummy muscles? Breath out. We'll bring the hands down. Step the left foot back, back foot flat. Keep that right knee over the heel. Maybe you support yourself as you come up. Maybe you use your core as you come up. Let your eyes scan the room. Don't try to have your mind say, I wish I was somewhere else. Be exactly where you are. And see if we can practice some gratitude for everything that we can see, feel, touch, smell, taste, hear. Right, and then let's twist. So gratitude is full acceptance and love for what we're given, what we can notice, what we can experience. Remember, your hands could be here. Now on this side, I can actually straighten that back leg a little bit more, and it feels really good on my back. But maybe you want to twist a little less. Good, let's release, come forward, breathe in, maybe look up, eyes open, hands down. Listen, we're going to come to the left toes and step the right foot back to plank. Some of you might want to put your knees down. Some of you may not want to. Breath in. Breath out. Let's push the butt up, drop the head down, down dog. Feel your shoulders. See if we can play here. This is a new experience. Can you make shoulder rotations in the down dog? What wants to move? What areas want to slide? Maybe your body is actually wanting to do something, but it's foreign to you, so you are a little hesitant. Start to know the difference between what's going on in our mind and what's going on in our bodies. Change direction. Oh, that feels a little wonky, this direction. Breath in, and step the feet up in between the hands. Half flat back breath in. Forward fold breath out. Let the upper body hang. Let's come all the way up and reach. Good. Let's bring the hands to prayer. I'm going to lift the right knee up. Maybe just a little, maybe a whole bunch. Now I'm going to spin that foot flat against the heel and press that hip open. Nice tree. Now start to notice. So you got a kink in your tree trunk this way. And you're like, hey, this tree is super easy. Well, how about we try to straighten it up a little bit and then notice what happens. Breath. And release. We'll come to the other side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good morning, Carol. Feel that hip. Oh, my whole chest was twisted on that side. Although I can't tell whether it was a shirt thing. I was having a wardrobe malfunction earlier. Not that kind of malfunction. Gosh, y'all. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, and I'm going to give that a close. Let's bend the knees, sink the butt back, lift the chest chair. Now, your chair could be feet wide, knees over the heels. Or your chair could be feet together, knees together. Try not to do this, though. Okay? Let's breathe. Weight back in the heels and split. Now, some of you may prefer to be standing up a lot taller. So choose the depth of your chair. Breathe in and split. Maybe you're starting to feel some heat building. Can you keep going? Should you? Breathe in. We're making this new. We're not making this punishment. Exhale, let it go. Feel free to make a sound. Good. We're going to bring the hands down. I'm going to step the right foot back. We're going to come back to that warrior one. Maybe the legs are warmed up. Maybe you make it a longer stride. We'll bring it up. Breathing in and twist. And bring it back and hands down. We're going to step, not thrust. Stand and bring that leg up. Let's just trade it out. Step the left leg back. Feel your feet arriving on the earth. Bend that right knee. Come on up and see what it feels like to stand up in our warrior in the beginning of 2021. No pressure. Say, we love you, 2021. We want you to stick around. We don't want to scare you. We're going to twist you open. But some of us have some PTSD, man, from 2020, right? Let's breathe in. Exhale, we're going to bring those hands down. Step to your plank. I'm looking at Jess. Woohoo! You almost said tree yesterday. Are we in that plank? Are we loving it? Breathe. Maybe lift one leg. Maybe you've never done it before, so you're like, oh, I'll give it a try. Bring it down. Maybe it was like, oh, don't do that again. Lift the other leg if you want. Breathe in. Who knows? Bring it down. Lift the hips up, down dog. Maybe pedal your heels up and down. Now, just because the heart rate starts to go up doesn't mean that we need to sacrifice our breath. Just because life gets a little hard doesn't mean that we want to hold our breath. We still want to command some nice control, some calming. So let's build that here and say, yep, I can feel the heat of life and still have some nice serenity. Breathe in. Good. Let's look forward and bring the feet up in between the hands. Half flat back, forward fold. And let's come all the way up to standing. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to prayer. We're going to bring the right knee up and just see what happens. All right, don't try to perfect it. And if it's like, hey, I'm kind of like Snoop, like laid back, I got my mind on my, that's cool, because that's just you. You can just flow. Okay, I told y'all I was goofy. And it's like New Year's Day, and I got like 4 hours of sleep. What's up with all of the fireworks, man? I tell you, somebody needs to get some sleep up in here. All right, now maybe you root down here. Maybe some of you are like, I want to like plant my tree and let it grow a little taller. Maybe come to the calf. Don't touch the knee joint. So maybe the calf. Some of you may be coming up a little higher. Okay, now just put the ego in check. It doesn't mean that this is like the best tree in the whole wide world. And maybe right now, that left leg would have appreciated me putting that down onto the ground. But, you know, I'm all in front of a camera and stuff. So let's breathe. And there it went, right? All right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Maybe you lift the arms up. If you've never done it before, give it a go. Even if it lets you fall, just like I did. And then we get back up. I'm going to bring that knee down and bring the knee out in front and then that foot down. Inhale. Let's look up. Bend and arch and look up. Offer your gaze up. And forward fold, let it go. Let's work the jaw. Make a sound. And we'll round the spine back up. Other side, will lift the left leg. When you're ready, find however you need to plant a tree on this side. Feel this groin side here. This is a hip opener. A lot of times, all we think about in the tree is balance, right? No, this hip gets to open out. Now, if you are bringing the heel, you like that? If you are bringing the heel up to the groin, let's press the foot into the thigh into the foot. Feel the equal amount, right? I'm over pushing and knocking my own self over. So there, Sarah, you get to see me knock myself over. Everybody, but we were just having a different conversation a moment ago. Remember I said that I wanted to let go of needing to do everything myself. Yesterday was about what am I going to purge, but then today can be all about what am I inviting in, and I'm just going to invite in letting others see me mess some crap up, right? And bring this knee out in front of you. How hard is that for us to do? And bring this leg down. We have this interesting concept of perfection, which is not attainable. Let's breathe in and lift. Can you lift from the waist? Can you lift from the hips? What does it feel like to lift from there and be that exposed? Exhale, release it down. Good. Let's bend our knees, sink the butt back, lift the chest chair, and twist. Bring it back. Lay the chest on the thighs, maybe. Bring it back. Now, I'm adding in some things. We're going to twist on the other side. Bring it back. Use the options, right? Oh, okay, maybe I don't want to do that so much. Bringing it down, bringing it up and splitting. Bringing it back, bringing it down. Laying your belly on the thighs. Bringing it back up and splitting. Do you know how to stop for you? When is the stopping point? And the stoppage means that you're not quitting your practice, right? Can I stop here and stand up taller? See, I'm still committed to practicing and being in my body in an activated space. Or did we just quit, right? There is a difference in finding the pause and continuing the practice and finding a pace that's to you and quitting. They're not the same. Breath in and breath out, forward fold. Everybody, remember for yourselves, why are you here? What are you practicing? What are you practicing for? What are you inviting into you? And that's what you're committed to doing and feeling and staying with in whatever shape that the body is in. In whatever amount of heat that we're experiencing. All right, so here, your hands can be on the floor or a block or a chair. I'm going to root into my right leg, so stamp the right leg down and start to lift the left leg up toward the ceiling. Twist the left hip open, standing split, open hip. So let's all just kind of pretend like we're doing this split in a ballet class or something. Breath in, breath out. All right, so I just conjured out a great image of a good friend. So I feel like he just joined us for class. Our good friend Johnny, who was a ballet guy. So let's find our inner yum, lifting that left leg up. Express, And then we'll bring that left leg down, root into it, and start to lift the left leg. In your mind's eye, maybe it's pointing all the way up to the ceiling, but it's barely off the earth. So what? A new you is able to embrace new ways of seeing, new ways of executing, new ways of feeling. Not new ways of perfecting, because that was a lie. So meet yourselves where you are and love where you are. Love every wobble in that foot. Love every expression that you're getting to conjure. And then we'll bring this right foot down, half flat back. We're going to bring the hands down. Let's step it back to plank. Maybe lift one leg. Maybe lift the other leg. Both feet down, don't lift them both. Let's lower down to our bellies. Walk your thumbs back as though you could tickle your lowest rib alongside your rib cage. Pin your elbows, inner thighs together. Press down and lift. Keep the elbows bent. Cobra. Let the tummy breathe. Let your tummy poof out. Good. And back to down dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Do some circles in the shoulders if you wish. Maybe neck rotations. Breath in. All right, let's look forward. Step, walk. Some of you want to jump for the first time. Do look up, okay? Don't hold your breath. And then just see what happens. We're going to bend the knees and spring it up. Woohoo! Half flat back breath in, forward full breath out. Even if you only moved a half an inch, yay! Let's breathe in and come all the way up. We'll open the arms out wide. Crisscross, left under right. Crisscross, Salekya. Yep. Clearly, I get earworms easily today. Left under right over. You could hold here in a bear hug. Let's twist. Try to keep the hips aiming forward and twist. So feel the difference in these twists. One had the chest and the heart really open, and then this one has the chest closed, but we're opening the back. Bend the knees, sink it down. So our left is on the bottom. Let's step our left knee over the right. Now, just go ahead and let a toe touch down here if you like. The more you bend that right leg, really, the more secure you may feel. Pull the butt back. Breath. Now, some of you might want to keep that toe off the ground. Some of you can wrap, as I cannot, meaning wrapping that left foot behind the right calf. It's not a goal, just some people are built that way. How much chill? Can we make it new? Like I can just hang out here. I can hang out here and not have a violent, angry thought at all. Only positive thoughts. Maybe a goofy one. Good. I'm going to stand up in the right leg, lift the left leg, release the arms, and we're going to find our tree. All right, I'm going to choose the grounded tree because this leg is like, please, Belinda, who do you think we are? Reaching the arms behind us. Maybe find reverse prayer. Good morning. So choose. Maybe you're grounded in that. Maybe you started to bring that foot up. Take as many attempts as you wish. Maybe your attempting starts to make you say, you know what, I'm going to switch that up. I want to do it differently. Breath. Good. And bring it back. Step it down. Open the arms out wide. We're going to switch the arms. I'm going to bring the right arm under, left arm over. Breathing in. Matter day. What up, brother? No, you can't have my potato chips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's twist. Feel the range of your twisting. Now go ahead and add the neck. How far behind you and around you can you see? Good. All right, so my earworm now is looking at the world in my rear view. All right, I'm coming back to center and twist on the other side. Breathe. That's some pop for some of y'all who don't know. Breathe. And then let's come on back to center. We're going to bend the knees, find a chair. You can skip this. You can just stay here in the hug. Say this hug is bona fide enough. Others of you might want to step the right knee across. Remember, toe touch, ground, sink. Make life easier on you. We don't need to make life any harder, right? And doing stuff harder, what does that get us? Do we feel like we get an extra gold star? No. Like, oh, I did it and made it super harder for myself, so I did life better. I'm #winning at life. That's so much crap. Like, we're all still sitting, holding in a really contortioned way of life. And I'm doing a calm breath, even as life is twisting me. I'm doing a calm mind, right? And a calm mind and a kind mind that isn't thinking about slapping a, let's come up to standing. That's the hard part. That's what I really hope that the yoga can help me with. So I'm like, oh, all that inner peace stuff, is that crap or is that for real? I think it's for real. And that we use all of this contortion, all of these different ways that the body can be bent, twisted, flipped upside down, strained to help us confront, like, ooh, yeah, I do a thing. Yeah, I always do a thing over there. Oh, I always do things that way. And is that serving us? No, we're ready to do something new. So we're just going to try it. Little baby steps, going to feel out that tree. Where do you want that tree to be? Didn't mean to rhyme. Maybe you find a reverse prayer. I think I'm going to nix reverse prayer on this other side and just be like, yeah, I'm chilling like here. Cool. And even though bits of me are tired, I'm not overexhausting it, so I'm going to soften that knee. I'm going to let go of the fact that I'm looking at a camera and saying, I just want to be in me in this tree. Bring this knee out in front and bring that foot down. Breath in, lift, reach, maybe smile, open your eyes. Who are you inside of the skin you're in? And forward fold. And reflect who that is outside of the skin you're in. Let that true you just beam out, glow through your skin. All right, we're going to root into the right leg and lift that left leg up, standing split. Now, some of you may want to bring that right arm behind your right calf to help hug you in. And just point the left toes up to the ceiling as though something's lifting that leg up, letting your head seek the floor. Breath. Others of you may play with bringing both hands behind that right calf. Breath in, even if it's momentary, like it was for me right there, even if it's longer term. Breath in, breath out. And the same me, no matter how life twists me, bringing that left leg down. Can that be the constant? Ha! The me that I believe in, the me that I'm cultivating to be a kind, truthful, playful goofball. Disciplined, contented me. And then lift the right leg when you're ready, standing split. See if that hip wants to open. Does that left leg want to support us? What are our tendencies here? Would we normally try to grin and bear it? Do we need to just take 2 breaths here and say, hey, my hips are feeling really good, and I'm going to call it good there, that's enough. I don't have to go, ooh, but if I did it longer, would I get mo better? Would everything feel mo better? Isn't that the way of life? No. Breathe in. Breathe out. Moderation. Now, I am going to give both hands a try on this side, even though my left leg is a little fatigued. But I'm going to try to aspire in a calmer manner and be okay with every twitch and twiddle breath. And then we'll bring both legs down, half flat back, breath in. Exhale, let's plant the palms, step to plank. All right, you can hold this plank. You can be on your knees, or you can step it out wide, wide. In. You could stay here, or you could come to elbow height and bring it back up. Remember, new thing to explore. What happened? What happened in your mind? Where did you go? Maybe wide, wide. Maybe in. Maybe you come back down. Maybe you never push it back up because you ended up splatting down. Hang out down there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hips up, head down, down dog. Good. We're going to come down to the knees. Roll it over onto our backs. And if it's comfortable doing so, let's just let the knees flop left and right. Now, sometimes the knees are not happy with this because there's some gentle twisting going on in the knee joints here. So maybe you don't want to do this. Maybe you want to have the knees into the chest and do the side to side that way. But if you can have your feet down like you're going to do bridge, when we do this twist maneuver, we might get a nice stretch through the sides of the thigh that attach into the hip and attach into the top of the knee and the sides of the knees. Okay, greatly related and attaching into your low back and your sacrum through the IT band all the way into the knee joint. Intricate stuff. Everything is connected. Stuff that goes on in our knees affects our back. Stuff that goes on in our back affects our groin and our knees. Can you feel that interconnectedness as we flow? Pause and stop, checking out anything that you want. Notice the quality of your breath while you're here. And we'll come to a neutral space. Let's see about the bottoms of the feet together, knees falling open. Good. We'll reach the arms up toward the ceiling and find an interlace. Like we're holding a baseball bat. Now lower the interlaced fingers just above your pelvic bone and lift the chest and take the gaze toward your toes. Good. Now let's trace a circle like we're trying to reach our heels. Trace a circle on an imaginary piece of paper. See if we can not let the back come all the way down to the floor. Try to keep something lifted the whole time. Now, the main thing to look at here is less about physical body parts that may be like protesting. What's going on in your mind? What are the words coming along in your mind? Is it going, oh crap? Is it, oh hell no? Is it, wow, this is hard? Or are we suddenly going, how many reps of this? I can do it if I know how many reps. Let go of control. Just feel. What muscles can you feel in your low belly? What side? Are your thigh muscles trying to clamp together to help you? Are your shoulder muscles trying to hoist you? How about your chin and your neck? Especially if your neck is getting tired. Change direction. Okay, now what's the thought that went in your mind there? Did it go, what? When are we done? Guess what? You can come down anytime you want. You could have done 4 on one side, 4 on the other, or 1. We're here to learn how to develop and be with what's the contour of the landscape inside of us that we're learning about. And let's lower it down. Good. Let's reach the arms overhead. Reach the legs long. Big, long stretch. Breath in. Exhale, hugging the knees into the chest. Now you can pull them in on top of the knees or behind the knees. And that'll just vary the amount of pressure you're putting on the joint, as well as the amount of core engagement. Good. Arms open wide, shape of a T. And we'll just have a little twist. We've done a few kinds of twists today. This is a nice passive twist laying on the floor, and we get to let gravity do its thing. So maybe you don't even have your left hand on that thigh at all. Letting things just be. Our practice also gets to help show us when are we yanking and tugging and forcing into a space. And what does that show about how much we believe that we have to manipulate a situation? How much we actually believe that we're in charge of anything. And that's not what we're here for. We're here to be with our real selves and listen to what the body has to say here. Now, honestly, what's your body telling you? If your body is saying, yo, we could chill here for a minute, would you do it? Or do we postpone that? Do we defer that contentment and say, well, I don't have time for that. I only have time for the things that give me the burn. I only have time for the things that feel intense. But then how many times are you telling your friends, your loved ones, wow, I really need some time off. I really need to take a break. I really need to get a breath. And here it is. It was right here. Did you notice it? And could you do it? Could you soften your neck muscles right now? Maybe it takes 4 more breaths to do it. I know a lot of people tell me, I'm just not good at letting go. Well, how much did you try it? I don't know. I did it a second. Oh, let's bring the knees up to center and come on over to the other side. Breath in. Breath out. I'm going to come up and look. Oh, it was just mattered. Enjoy your twist. I'm going to go see who's at the door. All right. Let's gradually bring the knees up to center. Karma. Send the heels up. Karma. Good. And then let's find a happy baby. Maybe bring your hands to the feet, maybe behind the knees. Tilt the tailbone down. And then you can rock side to side. Rock side to side. Good. And we'll release. Let's lengthen those legs out. Reach the arms overhead. Walk the feet over to the right, and let's curve the body over to the right. And then see if we can let the body go. The surrender poses. Sometimes we end up just falling asleep. And that's all well and good. Maybe it's a good signal to let you know just how much you were tired. But if we're on our mat doing yoga postures, even the most relaxed of them, can we stay wakeful and present in a state of quietude and stillness? Observing its nature, and we've got to spend time cultivating it. If all we ever do is spend time cultivating awareness of intensity, how will we ever, get familiar with stillness and quietude? Let's gradually walk our legs and our upper body over to the other side. Fall in, but don't go away. So maybe let's use some of these reclining, closing, so to speak, poses to start to inquire of ourselves. What is the new me that I want to cultivate, that I want to grow in stillness and surrender today, this year? Don't look or ask, why is it good for me? Just answer the call that's inside of you that's begging you to slow down. Life is going to serve up enough intensity. We don't need to double it up, triple it up. Let's walk the feet back to neutral. Upper body back to neutral. Good. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. Knees falling open. Hands behind the head. Keep the elbows wide and lift the chin. And then let's twist to the left. See if you can try to lift both shoulder blades off the mat. Come to center without coming all the way down. Twist to the right. Good. Let's just keep breathing and going side to side and inspect what's going on in the back muscles. What's going on in the muscles around my navel? Can you feel anything? And it's okay if the answer goes, no, I don't know. Or suddenly you go, hey, wait a minute. That's over to the side, a little lower. What is that? Now, are you pushing yourself to strain for a look? I don't care if you're only off the ground a millimeter. You're feeling the work. You're feeling the intensity. You're feeling yourself committing to dedicate, to stay with this, to not quit on yourself. Not to prove how many reps, right? I like to keep reps out of my vocabulary. Instead, how much can I feel? Like, wow, I'm feeling a new texture in the front of the belly muscles that before, when the first few reps, I didn't feel anything. But now center up, center up, center up. Hold, don't tuck the chin in, just feel. Puma. And let's lower it down. Good. We'll bring the feet down onto the mat. All right. Some of you can bring your right ankle above your left knee. Some of you may prefer to try to just cross the legs like a curtsy squat. Okay? Whatever works for you. Now, let's see about bringing all of it close to your belly. And you heed when the body says stop. Maybe that's the new aspect that you carry with you into the future of this year. Is that you're listening and your body said, hey, I need to stop. And maybe that means in the middle of some Zoom conference or office meeting and everybody is sitting and your back is aching or your butt has literally gone numb and you get up and stand. Can you do that? Do you feel as though you would be chastised in some way? Who gives you that permission? But first, let's just start to listen. Because, who wants a numb butt? And I know nobody wants an aching back. We'll release, uncross the legs. Give yourselves this new kind of approach for yourselves. Maybe left ankle above the right knee. Some of you might want to try to slide a bit into a curtsy. It's a little easier on the hips and the knees. Different areas of the body we get to feel. And then we'll bring the knees in as close as they will come, honoring when your body says no. Some of you know the book by Bessel van der Kolk, When the Body Says No. Breathe in. Breathe out. Actually, I'm sorry, that one wasn't Bessel. When the Body Says No is Gabor Mate. Breathe in. Breathe out. So yeah, it's based on looking at how we internalize all of the things that we refrain from and we restrict ourselves from mentally, physically, and how the body then stores it. And then we're ignoring when the body is like, basta, no more. Good. And then let's release, uncross the legs, hug the knees in. Oh. We'll send the legs up to the ceiling. All right. And now let's just chill. We'll offer to be able to go to the wall in a minute. I know if Vicki is still here, she might want to be going to the wall already. Wait a minute. Just hold up. And let's just hold here. What's the amount of energy that you're using, that you're exerting to hold your legs in this position? Now ask yourself, could you do less? Could you do less? And what did that do to your back? Is there something that's starting to feel like, hey, thank you? And then is there another part in your mind that's going, yeah, but it's not doing anything. We're not doing anything. That's the point. Now, actually, you do have some low core engagement, some subtle muscle engagement in your abdomen. But we're not here for a burn. Okay, go to a different experience if you're looking for a yoga burnout. Not a workout, a yoga burnout. We're here to learn how to be on our mat genuinely with ourselves. Learning how to piece together some of the elements that we might want to practice or come to look at when we get on our mat. Okay, feeling our heat, feeling our resistance, feeling when we want to quit. Observing the thoughts in our mind. Good. Now, if you're comfortable doing so, let's open the legs wide. You can point and flex the toes and the heels and the ankles. And then crisscross the legs into a little X, and then open wide. And then crisscross, changing the leg that's on top. And just start to notice what feels tight, what areas start to feel pinchy, hard to move. What's connected? What's going on in the low back, the mid back? Are your arms tensing? Do they need to be? The best way to check it out is to just do a few reps and deliberately loosen certain areas of your body and just see what happens. Either something's going to happen or nothing's going to happen. Breathe. What's the amount of ease that you can carry? What is your demeanor? What is your intention? Good. And we'll come to center. Rest your arms down alongside your waist. Almost, Vicki. If you're trying to go to a wall, hang on. Now we're just going to use the hands and lift the hips and lower. What? And maybe nothing happened. And we'll just see how much energy do I need to use? How much energy do I not need to use? Am I pushing myself for some look or some goal? And it's like, you know what? 2 seconds ago, this was not important to me at all. So what's motivating us? Now, if it's just a playful nature, cool, I'm just playing. I want to see, what does it feel like to lift the weight of my own butt? To look upside down. Maybe you're looking at your toes. Maybe like me, you're noticing a spot on your ceiling and you're going, oh crap, I should probably paint that. And then you go, oh wait, I need to bring my attention back to my mat. All right, Vicky. Now, not just for Vicky, but anybody else who wants to swing their legs up a wall, maybe a sofa. We'll bring our hips up against the wall, swing the legs up the wall. Try to scooch and get your butt on the wall. Let's take a moment and chill. Because we can't get enough of those moments. We can't get too many chill moments. If you are a person who has said that you have had excess chill moments, I want to talk to you. You need to teach me. Because I want to get excess chill. That would be awesome. Now we could bring the feet to the wall like such. Arms down alongside the waist. So this is for those who came to the wall. Lift your chin a little. Make sure that there's a nice empty space underneath of your neck so that your neck is not smushing into the floor. And we'll push the feet into the wall. Wiggle the elbows and the arms underneath of you so that you can bring your hands to your low back. And then you could play with 1 foot, maybe 2 feet, maybe just keeping both feet at the wall. All right, now if you're not at the wall, you're going to do that hoist, and you're going to lift the legs up and walk the hands up the back, bringing the elbows closer together. Hands traveling closer to the floor. How much can you touch your rib cage, or are you only touching your waist? Now don't strain. I know I've just kind of made it like yoga challenge. I need to try to find that. No, the answer could be like, nope, nope. And my hands are in no way going in that direction. That's cool. And it's also okay to kind of go, I don't know, ooh, yay, look what I did. Or, oh, no, that's still not going to work. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, wherever we are, maybe your feet are at the wall. Maybe you've got one leg up. Maybe you've got both legs up. Let's all try to find the most relaxed state. Just so long as the back of the neck is not on the floor. Let your tummy breathe. Relax as many parts of your body as you can. Chill out. Now, if you like, maybe just bring your feet back to the wall. Some of you are going to bend the knees towards your forehead. Others of you will be like, that is smush-a-rama, and that's legit. So maybe you just bring your feet to the wall, okay? If you're in the smush and you're like, I think I can do it, please make sure that you're not traumatizing yourself, that you're still making room for breath, that you're not trying to win a contortion contest. What stretching feels good on my low back for me. Now maybe straighten the legs a little. And we'll lower the low back down. If you're not at a wall, just go ahead and lay the body down flat. If you're at a wall, go ahead and let your legs rest up the wall or on a sofa. We're all going to feel the body kind of restoring from that upside down space. Any pressure that was building up. Any infusion of oxygen and blood that we got to feel. Feel the belly protrude with breath. Feel all the points in contact with the earth. How much at one with the earth can you be? Let the earth have you. Let go of itty bitty teeny muscles in your toes and your ankles. Loosen the tendons and the ligaments in your ankles and knees. Feel the weight of the thickness of your thighs sinking toward the floor. Let go of the muscles in your groin, around your genitals, in your low abdomen. Invite this new level of chill, of heavy chilling out. Feel the weight of each vertebra in your spine. Bring your attention to just one, not a segment. Can you bring in your mind to one vertebra and feel how it is resting on the mat, on the floor, on the earth? When you exhale, can you feel the weight of your organs? The backs of both shoulder blades. Can you feel how they're positioned on the mat? Where are the pressure points? Don't adjust them, just feel them, get to know. Let them introduce themselves. Let them tell you what they're tired of carrying. Let them tell you the potential you have yet to tap into. Soften in your elbow joints, your wrist bones. Sink heavy in your finger bones. Let go of the muscles around your windpipe, inside of your throat. Release the weight of your tongue, lips. Can you feel the weight of your ears? Feel your entire head, the round curving of the globe of your head. Feel the weight of it sinking into the mat. Now feel the weight of the breath as it is drawing through your nostrils. How heavy is that air? Feel the weight of the air inflating in the back of your chest, as you feel your ribs expanding on the mat underneath of you. Feel the weight of that air low down into your low belly, grounding you in the cycles of breath, in the truth of drawing in and releasing out. Invite intimacy with your physical body. Invite intimacy with your breath. Intimacy with your being. This new being right here, right now, in awareness. No rush. Absolutely no rush as you start to invite yourselves to coming up to a seated space. You could sit with your back against a wall, you can sit on a chair, you can sit on a cushion. Just before departing from your practice, spend some intentional, intimate time with awareness itself. Perhaps don't call it meditation. Spending time with awareness itself, for awareness' sake. We'll bring our hands to our heart center. What did you get to touch within yourself that was a new experience, a sensation, an area of the body, a type of movement? What did you get to touch in your own mental patterns, the things that you say no to, the things that you say, yeah, more, the things that you go, what? What did you just learn about just observing that itself, not what you got to accomplish? Yoga is a connective tissue experience, heightening our awareness of what is, that's all. And if that awareness leads you into a handstand, boom. If that awareness leads you into not slapping a bit, boom. If that awareness gives you permission to push pause and stop and take a breath and find contentment and joy in this moment because you are already enough, boom. Single Om if you wish to join. Nice deep breath. You say your ohms any way you want. If it comes out as a song, let it be a song. If it comes out as like some deep guttural 4 intonation, like Tibetan monk om, rock that. Just being okay with hearing the sound of my own vocal emanation. That's it. Comfortable in my voice, and I'm calling it forth. Let the om help you there. All of the love and the light in me recognizes and is deeply grateful for all of the love and light in you. Because when you're in that space in you, sharing your light, sharing your love, I'm already in that space in me, sharing my light, sharing my love. So that means that we are one, never separated, because I am that light that's in you. Keep shining it. I need you to. I'm Belinda with Just Be Yoga. This has been our home yoga practice live on November. What? January 1, New Year's 2021. Be nice to 2021, y'all. It just got born. Treat it nice. Don't scare it, okay? And then let that guide you into how you want to carry yourself this year. Be like, okay, 2021, come on, let's take this step together. Don't be afraid, okay? Also, don't linger in 2020. You don't have to beat 2021 up with 2020. Let's start to love 2021, all right? Because 2020, done. Flip that page, y'all. All right. Namaste. Deep love to you all. Thank you all for joining. If it is of any value to you, please share our videos with anyone that you wish. Check out our blog on justbeyoga.com. And come on back tomorrow, Saturday. We will have our yoga basics at 10 and Empower Yoga at 11:30. Empower Flow, those are going to be more standard flow classes, all right? The experience that we have on the weekdays in our home yoga practice, I'm really trying to offer tidbits and tips on things that you can do. You don't have to do a full 60 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. Just say, you know what, today I want to do that section because this is my intention, and then start to build from there, making it yours, where no one has to be reciting to you. Breathe here, step there, do this, because that isn't you connecting with you. That's you turning the reins over to somebody else, right? In our yoga, we get comfortable with painting on our own canvas and letting that expression come forth. But if you want me to go, breathe here, step there, come on back on Saturday at 10 in the morning and at 11:30 in our Empower Yoga Flow. It's a power yoga flow core, a lot of heavy core, a lot of moving around. Also, and then on Sundays, if you're really liking some emanations about like the philosophical bits, the energetic bits, the spirit-based, soul-based bits, come on in to our Chakra Yoga Flow on Sundays at 10:30. Would love to have you. That one lasts until 12. I'm long-winded enough as it is, so I'm going to try to cut myself off here right now. But on our Sundays, we go until 12 because we have a guided meditation at the end. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Sarha. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I can't figure out what day it is. My January 1 has been made special by spending it with you, my friend, with all of you. But Sarah and I have been hanging out all morning. Elizabeth, woohoo, Thomas, Roxy, thank you all so much for showing up. Go forth and do great things. Welcome in your new you, because you've already shed so many cells in your body. You're already a new you. So let go of the old, step into the new. Why do the same stuff all the time? Step into the new. Don't be afraid. All right, everybody. Peace. Oh, and if it's in your heart or your pocket, as always, feel free to drop in a donation if you wish at our justbeyoga.com or go to paypal.me/justbeyoga. I don't know what's up with that camera. It just is butting a fuzz out. I think I need a new camera. So my bad. All right, everybody. Peace. Be well.